like a bullet train. Like a bullet train.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Herco Spew from the Platinum Hunterz, bringing you guys my thoughts on Street Fighter V in its current state. This is not a review, so don't take it as a review. It's just my thoughts. I don't like doing reviews because I don't like, people buying stuff on account of stuff that I say about certain things. So don't take it as that. It's just a thoughts, opinions, and stuff. But I'll tell you a little bit of history about my experience with Street Fighter and stuff, and then I'll get on to the thoughts of the actual title, which is Street Fighter V, that I'm currently playing and showing you. And yes, that's me playing. And for some reason I chose the nickname Dry Rain, old name that I used to go by, because my Hierarchical name couldn't be used. It was actually being used. Those bastards. Anyways, Street Fighter 1, the original one, came out like in 1987, and I was too young to actually play that one, so I didn't come into the franchise and actually start playing until Street Fighter 2. And this is when I was walking with my friend, and he ends up telling me, "Hey, let's go play some Street Fighter." I was like, "Street Fighter? What?" I didn't know what it was. And he takes me to the liquor store and stuff, and popping some quarters, and I was like, "Oh shit, man, this shit's amazing. This shit's great, and stuff, and this and that." Sooner or later, every day in the morning before school, we would actually stop at the liquor store and after school and play some video games. And then my mom started asking, "Where what are you doing back so late from school? What's going on?" "Oh, we stopped at the liquor store, playing the video game and stuff, the arcade." Mom got fucking pissed, didn't she? She didn't want me in there. But anyways, she sees the game I was playing. She ends up buying it for me. I get it for the Super Nintendo. And yeah, I had Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo, and I think that's the only game the Street Fighter game that I actually purchased. I did have other ones, but they were always borrowed and stuff. Oh no, wait, I did have Street Fighter 4. That was the last one that I actually bought. But all the ones in between, I always borrowed them from my uncle and stuff, or go over to his house and play them on PlayStation, like Street Fighter Alpha, all these other ones and stuff. So I wasn't a really big fan to actually buy every single one, and to this day I only bought Street Fighter 5 because it's been a while since I actually owned one, and I'm just casual to actual fighting games and stuff. I'm not a professional. I don't know these sick ass combos. I'm very basic and I keep it very simple. So one thing I actually want to talk about is on Street Fighter 5 is the character list. If you take Street Fighter 2, it was back, this was 1995 or something like that, I was only like 7 or 8 years old when this game came out. But anyways, if you look at its character roster, 2, 4, 6, 8 playable characters, and then we're like in Street Fighter 5, we're only double that. Are you serious? That's one of the things that kind of disappointed me, like we're only double that ass. Look at that. Anyways, yeah, that's one of the things that's very disappointing in the game. You got Capcom, and over the years you got so many characters that they could have chose, and so many ones that they could have put in, but they only went with 16. And I understand why they do it, because and that's my phone going off. I understand why they do it, because they just want you to get buy the DLC after to add more characters, so they just want to nickel and dime you, But it's not working for this guy. I'll probably buy one or two if we get ones that certain come out, like Akuma or something like that. I'll buy that one. But besides that, I'm really not going to spend any more money on this game, to tell you the truth. It's fine the way it is, as for the characters it has, but you would want a bit more. Another thing too, the visuals and graphics and all this and that, they're pretty good. It's a fighting game. What do you expect? Most fighting games are always 60 frames per second, all this and that. But I don't, like I said before, I don't actually play games for the graphics and all this and that. But in a fighting game, you do want it to look nice and stuff, especially all the little punches and this and that, all the little damage things, the little flares that come up when you hit somebody and stuff. You want all that stuff to look nice. Makes you want to feel like you're actually fighting and stuff, which is good. It actually delivers something back from like the Street Fighter 2 age, where it was very basic and very simple to do stuff, and it looks nice along the way. I did watch Digital Foundry, their PC review of different settings and all this and that, which was pretty cool. People on PC have all these settings to do, and on PlayStation it looks nice as well, so can't argue with that. Another thing too, as for just picking up the game and actually learning the characters and stuff, they kept it very basic, which I found is really, really good, especially for new people that are coming into the franchise and stuff. I know all the old moves and stuff and this and that, the old little Hadoukens, little dragon punches and stuff and this and that, all that stuff. But the way they actually did these new visceral, no, I wouldn't say visceral, the V bar at the bottom to counter stuff, reverse stuff, it's actually very simple and easy to do, not like the way Street Fighter 4 was. You got to actually cancel out moves and stuff to do certain things, but you can still cancel out if you're a bit more advanced. But the way they did it's very simple. As for modes and stuff, this is like the most bare bones Street Fighter I've ever seen, you know. Right now in its current state, you only got survival, training, ranked, and casual, I believe. And I think it's a lobby or something and this and that. That's about it. You got, oh, and story, yeah. So that's like what, seven different modes. As for, you don't have an arcade mode. That's kind of pissed me off. You know, I did like arcade mode and stuff, so you don't have that. But you do have story mode, and each story to a character is different. Some characters can only fight 2 players, 2 matches, and then you beat their story. Other ones have 4, other ones have 5. No, I think it's nothing more than 5 or something like that, or nothing more than 4. So you can pretty much beat the whole story with every character in less than an hour. So that was very short-lived. Then you got survival. Survival, if you do it on easy, you only do 10 matches. And once you beat to get some experience to level up your character. So there is a leveling system for your fighters and your player itself, or your username. Speaking of that, I'm using an old username that I used to use before, but somebody's taken my Herico one, so I can't actually use that. So I went to my old one. So yeah, you have survival, and then you got your ranked matches and stuff. So once you get good at the game, you can go into ranked and stuff, and it's just a fighting game. There's really nothing that much. If you don't do good, you actually lose points in ranked matches, which I think is cool, you know. But then again, it's a bit bad if you're actually trying to, you know, 100% the game, because trying to get to the highest rank is going to be pretty much impossible for yourself. And I already accepted that fate. You know, I'm never going to get to the thing. I'm not super great at it. I'm just pretty much average. And I did play with different characters. My favorite character is Ken, but I did play with different ones and stuff, and they're all pretty much basic and easy to learn, so that was okay. And an overall thing of what I actually think of the game, I think it's good, you know. Is it worth what I paid for it? That's that's drawing a fine line right there, you know. I don't know, honest truth, I think it should have been like at least $10 cheaper than what it is, $10-20 cheaper than what it is. But then after they try to sell you these season passes and all this other stuff, but they made the game very bare and stuff, and that's what kind of upset me. I wanted a few more modes, but as for enjoyment and entertainment out of the game and stuff, it's really entertaining. The new characters themselves, I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I guess they have to grow on you and stuff. That's all I can say, you know, if you would actually take the time to learn them and stuff. I'll probably end up doing that. But for the state that the game's in right now, you know, it looks nice, it plays well, it's really good. They did have problems with the servers at launch, but mostly every fighting game that happens, and a lot of games it happens with, and a lot of people blow their fucking shit about it, you know. Me myself, I was like, oh shit, fucking online's not working. What can I do? Oh wait, I'll just do story, you know, give it another day. Then it was working. Actually, online was actually working while I was playing story, because I was actually getting into matches, so I didn't really experience the whole bad thing and stuff. But a lot of people did say it was pretty terrible at the time, you know. But now the game's working just fine. They fixed their issues. So overall, what do I actually think of the game? I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy it, but I think it's good. You know, it's a fighting game. I'm not a really big fan of fighting games and stuff, but Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat I can like. I'll pick them up every now and then. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Laters, guys.